What's up? What's up? Today we're here with Darius Holley of Tonaal. How you doing, man? Pleasure to have you.
Man, thanks for having
Yes,
me.
sir. Yes, sir. So, growing up back in like when I was eighth, ninth grade, brand that was making a lot of noise around here was All Might, and of course you were the guy behind All Might. So it's crazy to see the evolution of All Might to Tonaal now. So to take it back, can you tell us what the origins of All Might was?
So All Might, man, I started that when I was like 16. Um, Really, it was just about, for me, wanting to get into business. You know what I mean? At an early age, I just was really just fascinated with the business world, you know what I'm saying, from my parents and stuff like that. And I was into fashion as well, you know what I mean? From my parents just kind of just keeping me in the latest, you know what I mean, and whatnot. And so that kind of was like second nature. So I just put two and two together. And I'm like, we're gonna start a brand. But at the time, I had all my friends and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, that helped me really start All Might. Sebastian, Chris, Kai, David. We all just kind of into the same things. So it's like, we really just wanted to just do something cool, man. Just do some cool shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so All Might was birthed, and everybody, the team like came along like in due time. But really, it was just about just wanting just to do something cool, man. And obviously, again, being in the business where I wanted to be, head on in that, and that kind of was the only thing really to do at the time. Like, I wanted to do real estate, I wanted to do all that type of stuff, but I was 16. You know what I'm saying? So, that kind of was like where that came from, man. But I fell in love with it early. It was fun. It was fun just building like that community of at the time. But that's fast forwarding. But the origin of it was really just wanting to be in the business world and loving fashion and just again just putting two and two together.
Right. Back then, the design it started very, very simple, just a logo tees. But of course, as the years went by, started to get more diverse with the designs and the logos and the different prints. So, what were some of your inspirations at that time? Trying to take your brand to the next level and just presenting something new and different every time you was dropping more clothes.
I mean, really, it just came with the evolution of just my design experience, the team's design experience, just having just different inspirations and influences, and just wanting to just continue to take things to the next level, And I think that's something that's always stayed true just throughout my life. I always wanted to just grow and evolve, and so that was, wanting to just really just keeping the consumer in mind. I wanted to really just keep things fresh, keep things like elevated, and really just really like living up to, the name that we built of just, people knew us for good quality and whatnot. So I wanted just to continue just to raise the bar, essentially. You know what I mean? So again, but it came with just the design evolution. Like I said, I really just feel like I said, the blog, Tumblr era and all of that, like just seeing like how other, because Instagram wasn't all the way popping at that time, so like that was the influence, seeing like other brands, that major brands, Stussy,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, seeing what they was doing, it was like, okay, well, how can we put our own twist on that? They're doing things outside of just t-shirts and stuff like that, so it's like, really wanted to just kind of push the envelope and just see what it is that we could do that kind of like pushed that, and we tried different things, and luckily things worked out.
For sure. And starting so young, of course, people don't know the ins and outs of creating a brand and having clothes, because it's easy just to get a simple T-shirt. I'm not going to, say no brands or whatever, but just these a cheaper quality T-shirt and just put a label on it, print it. But of course, with your stuff, it's more high quality. So what was that process of finding the proper vendor to get the quality of clothes that you wanted? How your clothes wanted to feel, how your clothes wanted to look. What is that like, trying to find those specifics and, get those details right, especially at such an early age?
So back then at that time, I gotta give the credit for that to my boy Sebastian, which now, everybody just knows him as Vega. Y'all know my man going crazy around here in the city. But at that time, like he was like really like pushing the envelope, like, man, listen, we need to do these type of tees, we need to use these type of blanks, this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I trusted the team. Everybody had they role, and and I trusted everybody's vision. And he was like, we need to do like this, do this, do this. Cause it started off, I ain't gonna lie, now in retrospect, we used some bullshit tees. They weren't all the way bullshit, but it wasn't like the quality that everybody knows and loves up until this day.
Right.
But at that time, like making that transition of just kind of up in everything was like, he was the one that was like, man, listen, let's go this route. Let's try something. And and we ain't never looked back. We used them blanks and them tees for a long time.
All right. So building a name locally. Of course, like you said, you have Vega on the team amongst others. How was it to see the brand start, and then for it to grow in the community and have people, you walking down the street, see somebody wearing your shirt, you're out, you see somebody wearing your clothes, not people that you know directly, but just random people just wearing your clothes.
Yeah.
And what was that moment like when you really started to see, the fruits of your labor flourish?
Man, it's a good feeling, man. It really is a good feeling. It's just really like, it's kind of like surreal, you know what I'm saying? Especially, like you said, when it's just somebody that you just absolutely don't know. You know what I mean?
Right,
I feel
yeah.
like that was just a fire feeling. And then that's when it, branched out to people posting online, tagging us on Instagram that I have no clue who they are. Of course, we're getting orders online, stuff getting shipped out to different places and stuff that I ain't never been to. So I know I don't know nobody there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like definitely like being out in the city and seeing people, it always was a good feeling, man. It's a super good feeling. But I feel like that, again, going back to just the team and how it all started, it all really came from, again, having, all of us was like in different schools. So like I said, at 16, I think we was like juniors at the time. And so I went to Tallwood. Like I had my school on lock. Sebastian went to Salem, he had his school on lock. Chris went to Maury, he had his school on lock. Kyle was at, I think, Granby, he had that on lock. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know everybody to go to these schools, but they wearing the stuff. So if I see somebody out, like I'm like, oh, okay, word, woo, you know what I mean? That's fire. So that's kind of like how it came about, you know what I mean? And like that, I think that's how I kind of like spread like wildfire, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, to begin with. But yeah, seeing these people, you know what I mean, out and like really rocking the brand, putting it on well, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, your brand was a part of a crazy moment on social media when Tiana ran into Andre 3000 in New York.
Yeah.
While wearing the All Might Andre 3000 tee.
Yeah.
And, I looked at recently, I just went back and found a tweet, and that had a couple 100,000 likes, I think, or whatever. So
Wow.
It was kind of crazy. So how was that to see, different, I think Complex wrote an article about it at one point, and another publication wrote another article. So what was it like to see, your brand get that reception on that, national stage like that?
Nah, it was crazy, man. Even to add to that, man, it was even crazy to me. They was talking about it on the Breakfast Club. Like, I don't know, that was crazy. But man, yeah, all that was fire. I mean, the moment itself was definitely fire. I mean, I wasn't there, but once I got the text from Tiana's her husband, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? He told me like what had happened, and then she had like put a tweet out, stuff like that, and I don't know, it was just like. I don't know, it's like, that's just crazy. Like the timing, like the coincidence is just crazy. And, of course, the first thing I'm thinking was, man, I'm hoping he ain't like tripping, like he on that shirt, like he ain't like getting no proof. You know what I mean? But she said his response was just like, he was like, he loved it. He loved everything about it. So the moment it was definitely special. I know it was special to her in that moment. But like just to be on the brand side of it, like, man, this was really like received well from 3 Stacks. Like it was a great feeling. So then like the aftermath, all the articles and stuff like that was cool. You know what I mean? It was love. Like I said, the tweet did a lot of impressions. Yeah. A lot of dialogue, came from it. But a funny story behind that too was, I'm so excited. You know what I mean? I ended up like just posting like the design itself on Twitter, and I think I put like the picture with her, and I probably wrote like a little something on it too. But not thinking, I literally put the design up there, not on a shirt, not nothing like that. So the next thing I know, like a day later, is bootlegs of the shirt being made. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, wow, now that's crazy. Like they really trying to sell this shirt. I'm talking about for the low too. Like it was just bootleg BS shirts. But that was a lesson learned in that. But that moment was special, man. It was beautiful.
You transitioned from Virginia to Miami. And obviously, Miami is one of the biggest cities in the world, especially from this area. So what was that transition like, and what was your experience like learning, growing? Tell us about your time down there.
Man, Miami definitely is beautiful. I love that city. It's like second home at this point. I still go back and forth. I feel like I learned a lot. I mean, well, just getting down there was just, so with me and my wife, just really just figuring out, we were living here and stuff like that. Like, we was just not it was like uninspired, but it was like during the pandemic, it just wasn't nothing going on. We was traveling back and forth to Miami. It was like, man, let's just move. And so we ended up moving because Miami was still open too. Like Florida was just still open at the time. So, yeah, it was definitely a cool experience, man. I feel like for me in the brand space, in the business space, it really like helped me elevate my mind as far as like things that's just going on as far as just seeing more, you know what I'm saying, and really like pushing again, like go back to pushing the envelope to like just taking things a step further, like on the design side, on the business side, just seeing more inspiration like day in and day out. Like it was just it's just it's a beautiful city already, but like once you're really there and you're really in the mix, like you meeting people and stuff like that, that's really doing things big in business. It's a lot of money down there, you know what I'm saying, and it's like real money. So like you talk to these people and these people just down to earth and they're doing all type of different things. It's just inspiring, man. And then you just going out, you might see G-Wagons, Lamb trucks, like this, they drive them like Hondas, like, you know what I mean? Like that's the type of stuff that I like, you know what I'm saying? Palm trees, it's beautiful weather, it's like I'm on the beach designing clothes, you know what I'm saying, this and that. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the time spent was amazing. I think, you know what I'm saying, fast forward, I know we're gonna get into, Tonaal, but like just being in this space, you know what I'm saying, how this came about and whatnot, like just, this is like, anytime people come in here, they be like, oh, this remind me of Miami or like Design District or LA, like you in the, Rodeo, you know what I mean? So it's like, I wanted to bring that, what I learned and what I experienced in Miami, you know what I'm saying, to the city. So it's like, I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot that's gonna go into like curating this space. Man, it was amazing, man. That's my second home.
Yeah, sure. and you just mentioned it. You transitioned from ALMGHT to Tonaal. What was the decision making behind that? Why you needed a rebirth or a rebrand? What was the process like of switching everything over? And was that difficult to let go of ALMGHT? And what was that for you?
Man, nah, it definitely was difficult. You know what I mean? ALMGHT, that's like my first one, my baby. You know what I'm saying? But the transition just came again, just being in Miami, just being around different things, like just really just being around this life that really just inspired me to like really just take things to the next level. And I feel like ALMGHT ran this course as far as like, I don't know, man, on the inspiration side, and that's like not no slight to that brand. That brand did what it was supposed to do. Like I still to this day love different designs that we did and whatnot. But I think I just wanted just a fresh start, man. It was like this, it's I'm always an advocate too for even people just reinventing themselves and, continuously evolving. And I wanted to just translate that into the business as well. It's like, you know what, if I'm gonna really go all in with this, I want a fresh start with everything. You know what I'm saying? I want a clean slate. I want a new name. I wanted to switch up some things, but it was definitely difficult, man. Like if ALMGHT, that logo that we did, the last logo that we did, like that was like, even to this day, I'm like, man, I be trying to like recreate things for Tonaal that's similar to that logo, but it's hard. But it's okay. Like that's ALMGHT. You know what I'm saying? We in a new chapter now, and yeah, that's it, man. Just wanted to evolve, man. Just reinvent myself, reinventing what I'm doing in business, and I don't have no regrets. I mean, I look forward to everything that's to come.
Right. So back in Virginia, obviously, as we see, we're in the new location. You just had your grand opening. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, October 5th.
Yeah. So 3 weeks ago now. But what was that? What was that reception like to see the city come show love? Friends and family be here, for the grand opening, and just to see, the vision finally, come to light.
Man, it left me speechless, man. I feel like just the timing of everything was just nothing but God. It's simply nothing but God. And I feel like just definitely the grand opening is the love, even leading up to the grand opening, like the love on social media, the reposts, the comments, the DM, the text messages, man, it was just love. You know what I'm saying? I can't really put it into words, man, because I feel like I'm on a high from that moment. You know what I'm saying? But it was amazing. You know what I mean? People definitely received it well. People have always received the transition, you know what I'm saying, into this new chapter well, because they know what come behind it. It's going to be quality garments. It's going to be, everything that they already know, but we're going to take it just up another notch. So introducing that really coming back to the city in this space and with this type of like, at this capacity, with these type of garments, you know, I feel like I didn't let people down. People with the comments and what they was talking to me about and how they received it definitely reaffirmed, you know what I'm saying, reassured me that the city got my back, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, and they know that I'm gonna put on, you know.
So to talk about a couple pieces behind us that we got, you know, also, you know, what you got on, what was your major influences, you know, for these, you know, for the first drop, and, you know, and to piggyback off of that, you know, what's next, you know, after this? So,
Man, I mean, you know, really, it's not. I try not to be too trendy and things that I design, but it's like, you know, the rhinestones and whatnot right now is like a big, you know what I'm saying, a big thing that I see. I see a whole lot of sweatsuits, stuff like that, but I wanted just to kind of like have my take on it. I just really, so with the name Tonaal, it's really just a play on tones and color tones, stuff like that, just the color palette. So like, I love doing like the, just different like dyes and washes on garments and whatnot. Like even with this shirt, like, cause people be asking like, really what color? It's not really a brown, it's called clove. So like really just wanna like really just play on the different tones. So I know you probably can't see it in this frame, but we have like the purple sweatsuit where it's like just the colors in it is like the wash and whatnot. That's like, that was the focus, that was the inspiration. I wanted just to have like peculiar like washes and dyes used into the pieces. But like on my day to day, like I really love to wear like a whole lot of all black. Yeah. So it's gonna definitely be black in the Tonaal collections and stuff like that. But I really want to like just play with different colors, earth tone stuff. I'm not like really into doing no wild stuff. But yeah, man, that pretty much was it for real. Like just really wanted to focus on different color palettes and really that's even going forward. So I mean, to answer your question, we have like the winter wear coming, like just winter garments as far as coats. We got more pants coming. But I'm really excited about the coats. I feel like even with in the past, I never really did like a coat that I'm like was really like, nah, this really it. I really got like 2 coats that's in the chamber that I'm like, nah, these are gonna go crazy.
Yeah. So of course, From Within is we're Virginia. Everything we do is for Virginia, and you know, obviously, you know, so are you. So you know, coming from Virginia Beach, you know, now you're in Norfolk. What sense of pride do you have of being here, being established here, having your roots here, and you know, what is your pride from being from this area?
Man, I feel like ain't nobody like us, man. Honestly, I feel like ain't nobody like us. I mean, I don't know, man. I really just feel like with us being like a melting pot, you know what I'm saying, from different cities, but we like curating our own style and flavor essentially. I think that's just what makes us, and like I take pride in that. Anywhere I done moved to, being in Cali, moving to Miami, like I always embody that. People always, like even in Miami, I had people coming to me talking about I remind them of P, for real, and stuff like that. And it's like just random. Like, I'm not trying to be no way, but it's like, it's just, I guess that's just something in the water, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, man, that really is it, man. Just really just taking pride in just knowing that, I don't know, we kind of like got like our own identity, you know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, like I said, Pharrell, Pusha T's and all them, like definitely like blazed the way, you know what I'm saying? And of just making shit look cool here, you know what I'm saying? And I want to continue just to, you know what I'm saying, to keep that going and play my part, play my role in that. And just letting the rest of the world know that, you know, I feel like it's a lot on the horizon and we here.
Yeah. Who are some of your biggest inspirations in design, you know, with your clothing? Because, you know, like I said, it's the purple sweatshirt, you know, the sweatsuit is completely different from the black one. So you have the versatility, and you know, you can tell a lot of people's influences from, you know, their clothes and you know the music they listen to and all that. So who are some of your biggest influences? You know, of course, you know, Pharrell and Push as you just mentioned, but outside of those, in terms of, you know, more so designers, you know, who do you look to for inspiration?
Like I really love the brand ERD. Like, of course, I can say Chrome Hearts. I love Chrome Hearts too. Right. But like, I don't know, it's something I really love ERD, and that was actually like an inspiration behind like this shirt. You know what I mean? It's kind of like an ode or a homage. You know what I'm saying? Just to how much I like love that brand. So the team over there, I feel like, I mean, I love like, I'm real like big on like just being comfortable and cozy. So I love like Jerry Lorenzo. You know what I'm saying? His work with Essentials and Fear of God. Just the simplicity of it, but it's like it's relaxed but heavy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then I think for me, man, it's like, I don't know, that's a lot music. Like, honestly, it's not really too much designers. It's just kind of how music like makes me feel, and then, like it's like even kind of these glasses and stuff like that that I curated. Like, I just want, like, when I put them on, like, I feel like, not that I'm in no music video or nothing like that, but I just want to feel good. Like, I'm just really, like, you know what I mean? Listening to my favorite song or something like that, and I'm like maybe in the music video on my day to day. Like, I just want to just have that feel. So I mean, like Larry June and stuff like that. Like, that's something that somebody that I listen to all the time and really like helped me during the design process. If I'm just in that mode, like Pero Giovanni, people like that. They put me in my hustler bag. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, just so it's like it's a lot of music that really like do. I listen to a lot of people, but I could say like those are like my two people that I really like influence my design process as far as like when I'm just trying to get into a mode, like I said, Payroll and Larry June. But yeah, man, that's pretty much that.
Gotcha. Yeah, some rude guy with a reference engine. But not to conclude. You know, it's a lot of different brands around here and a lot of different guys, you know, women too. A lot of people in general just trying to get their foot in the door with their brand and, you know, just trying to elevate their brand and their clothes to the next level. So to any other, you know, younger fashion designers and business owners, what type of advice would you give to them that you learned in your experience?
Man, kind of like just really just find like your lane in your niche really, and it's like don't overthink, you know what I'm saying, like the design process, but it's like really just stay true to you, like just stay true what makes sense to you. What do you want the feeling of your brand to portray? Right. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much that, you know what I mean? But definitely is like your network is everything, like who you just associate with, you know what I'm saying, who you like doing brand partnerships with, influencers and stuff like that. Like, I think that's a major thing too, man. Don't be like afraid to gift product to certain influencers or whatever the case may be. You know, don't look at it as no loss because you like losing inventory and essentially losing money. Nah, it's like it's an investment. You know what I'm saying? So work with different influencers, get tied in with the top DJs in the city, other business owners in the city. Like, don't look at, you know what I'm saying, like seeding garments and stuff like that as a loss. So it's just looking at everything as an investment, man. People want the money and stuff off the top, like, but no, you gotta really like grow organically, you know what I'm saying? And that comes from getting partnerships and just really understanding how that works.
Right. I appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. That was amazing. Once again, everybody, this is Darius Holley. We right here. What's this? 100, I think. What street is this? We on 25th and
25th.
25th Street?
Yeah.
Right.
115 West 25th Street, Suite C.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with the Fishing Pier, we right next door to the Fishing Pier.
Yeah. So yeah, man, appreciate it. This is Tonaal, Darius Holley. Appreciate you, my brother.
Man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me.
All right.